Okay, welcome back. So this is the question that is based on hiding of a data, right? So little bit tricky it is, and so let's go according to the question. What question is saying, and accordingly we'll be doing it, right? So let's do one thing first. Just read the question, and the question is saying something here. So implement a class combination generator that takes a input string यानी कि comma separate in its constructor. So first thing, so we have to create here constructor which holds this. Okay, so I will say here def and in underscore init and underscore and here I will say self and which is receiving. You can see here this input list is coming here, right? So if I will say this 1 2, let's say this 3 2 1, this 3 2 1 is coming here in this input list, but it's a string till here, so we have to convert it into the list, right? So here I'll say comma, and if you can say here combination one generator, it is receiving one input string here, so I will say here list. As of now, let's give the name as list, and here I'll say self, and we have to make it private, so I will say self dot underscore list is equal to list, right? So I'm making it private here. Now what you have to do here is, it is saying that public method to generate all the unique combinations in original order. So you have to create here one public generator, means if you can get here get combinations, this you have to create here. That's why it is public, so that you can access it outside the class using the object that's your generator. So what I will say here is def, and here I will say get and combinations combinations combinations, and I will say here self exactly, right? Now if you can see here, they are not talking about this thing here, and it is saying that private method that generates all the combination maintaining order. And if you can see here, they are also saying that has a public method this use private method to handle the combination generator process. So private method you have to create which will handle this generation of the this how you are generating it, right? But it should be hidden from the user. That means you have to create it private. So what I will say here is, I will say here def, and here I will say underscore and I will say here get underscore, so your combination combinations, and I will say here self. Right now this one is private, you can keep some other name as well, and this one is public. Getting this point now? So since this public one, it would be accessed by the these outside the class because it's public, but this one could not be accessed by the any one of the object outside the class, right? So what I will do here is, when they are calling this method here, so this method should call this thing here to generate a this private things, or to generate a combination of the list, or whatever the question is saying, right? So what I will do here is, I will say here is something like this. Since they are using here this result, means you have to return it, so I will say here return, and what I will return here is, I will say something like this, self dot underscore get underscore combinations combinations, means from here I'm calling this method here. If you can see self dot, this is the method I'm calling this method here. Now this private method will generate all the lengths of list here. So let's generate here all the lengths. So here initially I will create one list here. Let's say self dot is equal to self dot result is equal to one list I'll be creating here, right? This is the list I have created here. Now the combinations that you have to generate is like this. If this is a 3 2 1, so first you will generate the combinations of 1 1 1, one length, then two length, that is 3 2 3 1 2 1 3 2 1 at the end, all the three ones, right? So similarly, if here is one, just one will be created. Now if you can see here 3 is here, again all the three combinations, single uniquely, then double, then last one is the third one completely, right? So what I will do here is, now same thing I will be doing here is, since they have used it here this into tools combination, this is the method that I will be using here, which will generate all the combinations that I am having here. Now if I will say here how this is combination, how it is working, it is something like this, combinations, and this combination is taking two things. One is inputs, right? Any input you are having, comma, if I will say here one, तो ये क्या करेगा, ये ना खाली एक like unique create करेगा, right? If I will say here 2, तो ये करेगा unique and 2 combinations it will create, like 3 2 3 1 and 2 1, right? These kind of combinations. So what I will do here is, since we need all the combinations, so I will say here for I in range, because initially I value will be 1, so it will generate the 1 1 combination. Then I will I is 2, it will generate the 2 2 combination, right? So that kind of a thing I will say here for I in range. And since we need the 1 combination first, so we will say 1 comma, and all the combinations, if it is 3, that means you need at the end third combination as well, like 3 combinations as well. So here I will say length of self dot this my list, that's underscore lis list, right? That's it. And sorry, +1 करेंगे हम यहाँ पे, because we have to include the third as well. अगर मैं length of list बनूँगा 3 होगा, 3 will become the stopping condition, but we should have a 4 as a stopping condition. This thing you already know, right? And here I will create one R result in which I will keep these things, and here I will say list, convert in the list, and here I will say combination, so combinations, and here combination किसका, now whatever is present here, so I will say self dot underscore li list, right? इस list में जाओ और I टाइम्स पहले कर लो. So initially I will be 1, so ये क्या करेगा, यूनिक करेगा. That means if here we are having this, if we are having here 1 2 3, तो ये क्या बनाएगा, पहले 1 then 2 then 3. अगर मैं यहाँ बोलूँगा I is 2, तो ये वाली लिस्ट बनाएगा, ये when I is 3, तो एक ही कॉम्बिनेशन है, that is this one, right? So these things I am doing here, right? जैसे ही R इसने बना लिया, अब इस R को मैं क्या करूँगा, अपेंड करूँगा किसमें, इस वाले लिस्ट में. सो व्हाट आई विल से हियर इज, सॉरी रिजल्ट में सेल्फ डॉट रिज डॉट एक्सटेंड, and what I will extend here R, right? That's it. And after it is doing the extend, then at the end I will return this. I will return from here, it will go here, from here it will go here. So I will say here return, and what I will return is result, sorry, self dot result is self dot raise. That's it. Now if I submit it, it's taking the huge time. Something is wrong. Let me submit it again. Okay, found the issue. The issue is like this, कि यहाँ से the input that you are receiving here, ना, that is this 1 2 3, and this is completely string, so we have to split it. So I will say here dot split, and split by comma. So I will say here comma. Now if I submit it, and okay, some output we are getting here, but there is issue with this thing, right? Output we are getting the same, that's exactly, but here we are getting the square bracket, and here you are getting the square bracket, then this thing is not in the square bracket. So what I will do here is, I will do something like this. So maybe if it will work, I will convert it in the list. Now if I am submitting it, now all the test cases are passed, right? So issue was like this, यहाँ पे input आप जो आप input ले रहे हो, now this thing, you know, this is completely one string, right? But हमें string नहीं चाहिए, हमें क्या चाहिए, list, this separate, and this separate. So that's why how I'm doing here separate. Okay, so I hope you understood this question. Now let's jump to the next one. Okay, next question is like this. You are having where you have to store the student details, and I guess it is easy one. You have to create a private value grade to store the list of the grade of the students. Then you have to create a grade method, and this thing, then check results. Okay, got it. Oh, I guess they have done the mistake here. यहाँ पे एक ही underscore इन्होंने लगाया है. So better is to create your own self dot grade, grades grades. Okay, so we have to create a private, so I will say underscore here, okay, is equal to this. Okay, this is done. Now what you have to create here is, you have to create 3 things. One is grade, like this, which is taking a one input from here. So I will say here def, and def, what I have to do here is add grade, add underscore grade, grade, and it is having the self, and it is also taking the input as this grade, which is, okay, one single grade it is taking here. So I will say here instead marks, right, because it is taking the marks from here, right? Let's say these are the marks, so I will say marks is here. Now this marks I will add it in this grade. So what I will do is self dot underscore grades grades, and dot append, and what I will append here is marks, right? that's it. And then what you are having is this thing get average, which is finding the average of this thing, and यहाँ से return कर रहा है. So what I will do here is I will do here def and get average, gt get underscore average average, and here I will say self, which is not taking any argument. That's it. Now here what I can say is return turn return what I should return, sum of self dot underscore grade, sorry, grades, grades grades. Okay, this is done, and divide by length kitni ho gaya. That's how you can find the average. And I will say self dot underscore grades grades, right? That's it. Then no. Okay, check passing is one more method here. Let's say what check passing is doing that if the student is getting greater than 50 or more, so this thing. Okay, अगर यहाँ पे the student is getting here greater than 50, so we will pass and fail. So better is इसको return मत कर दो यहाँ पे. Let's say here it is self dot avg average, and after that we will return the average, return self dot avg. That's it. And here I'll say def and what is the name of this, check passing, check check underscore passing passing, and let's keep here self self, it's not taking any arguments, right? So अगर ये check self यहाँ से true return कर रहा है, that means this condition is becoming true, तो ये pass आ जाएगा. So यहाँ से हमें क्या करना है, if self dot grade नहीं average self dot avg average is greater or equal to 50, so what we will return here, true, and else we will return false. Syntax error. Okay, self dot average equal to, right? Now all the test cases are passed. Okay, let's jump to the next one. Okay, next one is related to this what we call related to the banking system. Now see some of the instructions here. So you are having the private variable, that is the balance. You are having the deposit amount that allows depositing a certain amount in the account, updating the balance. Okay, it is updating the balance. And withdraw withdraws the balance. अगर sufficient नहीं है तो you have to say the sufficient नहीं है. And check balance, right? So अगर आप यहाँ पे देख लो, option 2 है, that is withdraw अमाउंट, कितना अमाउंट विदड्रॉ करना है, एंड देन इट इज सेइंग इनसफिशिएंट बैलेंस. क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ पे 45,000 है आपके पास अकाउंट में बैलेंस, बट यू आर आस्किंग फॉर द 50,000, राइट? दैट्स व्हाई इट्स सेइंग इनसफिशिएंट. ओके, -2 मस्ट बी पॉजिटिव. ओके, ये ओके, लेट्स सी, लेट्स डू इट. जो भी दिमाग में आएगा वैसे ही कर लूँगा. And here I will say def, first thing first, what I have to do is deposit. So I will say here deposit, and I will say here self comma and what you are receiving, amount, right? And here deposit means you are updating, so I will say self dot underscore and balance plus equal to amount, right? This is the first thing that you will do. And then withdraws, with, withdraw, क्या है? withdraw is same word or different word? Withdraw is same word. draw draw, and here I will say self comma amount as well, and here I will say self dot underscore balance minus equal to amount, right? That's it. Then you have to check balance. Check balance का name क्या है? check underscore balance. So I will say here def check check underscore balance balance, and it's just having the self, and यहाँ से I will return because it is using the print here. Is the print here? So I will say here return return. What I will return here, self dot underscore balance. Right, that's it. Now if I submit it here, okay, insufficient balance, insufficient balance यहाँ पे आ जाएगा amount में. So what I will say here is if amount is less or equal to सेल्फ डॉट अंडरस्कोर बैलेंस अगर इसके बराबर है तो वी विल जस्ट withdraw it, else we have to say insufficient balance. Else I will say print, and here I will say in SUFFICIENT insufficient balance. Okay, balance का B small है, BLAANCE balance, right? That's it. Now if I'll try to run it, this is correct. ओके मैन ही इज डूइंग द डिपॉजिट, आपको बोलना है कितना अमाउंट डिपॉजिट हुआ है सक्सेसफुली. लेट्स डू दिस थिंग एज वेल. सो यहाँ पे आई विल से प्रिंट सेल्फ डॉट नहीं अमाउंट AMOUNT अमाउंट कॉमा डबल कोट में डिपॉजिटेड सक्सेसफुली SU. Okay, that is it. Let me submit it again. Okay, some error is again over there. Okay, here is, this is not printing when you are depositing. What, why print is not working? सॉरी डिपॉजिट का ई यहाँ पे आया है, सॉरी. ओके दिस इज डन. ओके जब आप विड्रॉल भी कर रहे हो यू आर सेइंग विड्रॉन इज सक्सेसफुली. सो यहाँ पे अमाउंट यहाँ पे लिखना है हमें PRINT print, and here I will say withdrawal amount comma WITHDRANNSUCCSSFUL. ओके अब क्या प्रॉब्लम है? Okay, S is capital, rest of the things are same. So S is capital, here we have to make it small, and now all the test cases are passed. Okay, so I hope you understood all the 3 questions. So better is go with the dry run. Thank you, see you in the next one.